Ever feel like you just need maybe 5 minutes of actual calm in your day?
Oh, absolutely. When everything's just rushing past.
Exactly. Where the phone stops buzzing, the mental list just fades out, and you can just
Yeah.
be.
Yeah.
Well, today we're diving into something surprisingly deep that might offer just that.
Okay.
It's about how drinking tea, just a simple cup of tea, can become this powerful ritual for
Right.
attention, for silence, for finding some inner balance.
Interesting. So moving beyond just hydration.
Way beyond. Our mission in this deep dive is really to unpack the wisdom we found in the sources,
Mhm.
showing you how tea can be like a personal shortcut to feeling present, feeling whole.
And what's really captivating in these writings is how they frame tea. It's not just a beverage.
Right.
They talk about it almost like an ancient technology, a tool for awareness,
A technology for awareness. I like that.
Yeah, a ritual that's designed to deliberately break that constant rush we're all in, to engage a different part of us. It's about consciously deciding to be whole in that moment. Every little thing, the sound of the water boiling, maybe the warmth of the cup.
The smell.
Exactly, the aroma. It all becomes part of a practice, a mindfulness practice.
That idea of breaking the habit, turning something automatic into something conscious,
Yeah,
that feels really key.
it is.
So how do the sources suggest we actually start? How do we make that shift? I saw something about an exercise, 5 senses with tea. Sounds simple, but maybe there's more to it.
There is, yeah. It's all about deliberate immersion. It's not passive.
Okay.
So you're invited to really look at the tea, notice the color, how it changes. Then you smell it. Not just a quick sniff, but really take in the aroma rising from the cup. Let it kind of engage you.
Right.
Then touch. Feel the warmth, maybe the texture of the cup. That energy. Then hear. Listen to the quiet sounds, pouring, maybe sipping.
Okay, so really tuning in.
Exactly. And then finally you taste, just a small sip at first. Let the flavor really unfold on your palate. The idea is that each sense becomes like a doorway, a door right into the present moment, pulling you out of all the mental chatter.
That sounds amazing, but also maybe a bit challenging. To quiet the mind like that, does the material offer guidance on, say, the silence part? I saw mention of a mini ceremony.
It does, yeah. The emphasis isn't just what you do, but how you do it.
The how.
So the mini ceremony suggests brewing your tea in silence. No phone, no rushing, just quiet focus. And you treat each movement, spooning the leaves, pouring the water, you treat it like it's, sacred, important.
Okay.
Then you drink slowly, sitting upright, aware of your breath, aware of each sip. It's about creating this intentional friction against that modern need to hurry.
Intentional friction. I like that.
Yeah, it turns the whole thing into your own personal meditation, a tea meditation.
It makes you think about all those little moments we just fly through. And there's an example in the sources that really hit home for me.
Yeah.
Someone wrote, "Today I was drinking green tea, and for the first time, I noticed how the aroma lifted my spirits even before the first sip. I realized that tea doesn't just warm the body. It brings you back to yourself." That's quite profound, isn't it? Just from noticing an aroma.
It really is. And what's fascinating there, I think, is the implication that just noticing these subtle things, an aroma, a color, it interrupts our usual loops of thought.
Right. It breaks the pattern.
Yeah, it creates space for actual self-awareness. It connects directly to how we're feeling physically, emotionally, bypassing all the usual mental noise.
Okay.
And building on that, there's this idea of a mini ritual. Super simple.
Okay.
Before the very first sip, you just bring the cup to your lips, maybe close your eyes, and just quietly affirm to yourself, I am drinking this moment. I am here.
I am drinking this moment. I am here.
That's powerful. So simple, but grounding.
Exactly.
And the practical tips seem really helpful too, like making sure at least 1 cup of tea a day is drunk without your phone, just completely unplugged. Yeah, imagine that. It's about reclaiming that little bit of space, isn't it?
Totally.
Another tip is just to notice how different teas actually make you feel. Do they bring energy, calmness, clarity, just paying attention?
Right, that subtle effect.
But here's a really intriguing one. Sometimes drinking tea with someone else, but in total silence.
In silence. Wow.
Yeah. The readings describe it as this special kind of communication, connection without words, just sharing that mindful presence.
That's a beautiful idea. Definitely a different kind of connection.
And to kind of elevate the whole thing, the guidance also suggests opting for, higher quality tea if you can.
Even a good tea bag.
Yeah, even a thoughtfully chosen tea bag.
Yeah.
But drink it with that full attention, like it's something precious, like a jewel, as one source put it.
Treat it like a jewel. I like that. And they even suggest music.
They do, yeah. For those who like ambiance, optional, of course. Things like Kitaro's Silk Road, Hiroshi Yoshimura's Green, or Ryuichi Sakamoto's Aqua, just as a possible background for these personal rituals. So really, as we wrap this up, the takeaway seems clear. A simple cup of tea, if you approach it with intention, with awareness of your senses, it stops being just a drink.
Yeah.
It becomes this really potent, very accessible tool for mindfulness, for finding a bit of inner peace in our, let's face it, pretty hectic lives, just as these sources suggest.
It really makes you think, doesn't it? If something as ordinary as a cup of tea can hold that kind of power for presence, what other everyday routines, the things you do on autopilot, could you transform? What else could become a mindful ritual? How else could you really drink the moment and bring more of that balance into your day?
Something to maybe ponder over your next cup.
Definitely something to think about.